Hi, happy holidays. Welcome to Wednesday Webisodes. I'm Donna Salazar. This is week 2 of my 3-week series on decorating gift bags. I have the same big prize that we had last week, and here's the photo. To enter into the drawing for the prize, all you have to do is go to my blog here, and we're using Rafflecopter for your entries. And here's today's project. I'm going to show you how I decorated the front, and we've done the same bag topper that we did last time.
So I started by cutting the 12 by 12 paper into the measurements that you see here, and this is the Days of Christmas paper from Echo Park's Reflections Christmas line. This is the largest piece that was on the end, and I just fussy cut the word Merry Christmas out. I also fussy cut out the poinsettia flowers that were on the bottom, and I used those as embellishments on the bottom of the bag. Then depending on how large you want the points to be on the bottom of your little banners, you would measure up higher or not as high in that center, and then just draw a line to the corners and cut it out to get the little points on the bottom. I'm using Crafty Power Tape by Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to adhere everything to the bag. And here is another example of me doing the points on the bottom of the paper strips. And you can do those whatever measurements you want those to be in. I adhered the largest strip to the center of the bag, and now I'm adhering the fussy cut pieces to the bag with liquid glue. Any craft glue will work. And now I'm going to use some of the chipboard accents from the same Reflections Christmas line from Echo Park to add just an extra little something to the side. And I'm popping up that little red circle with some 3D foam squares. And now I'm using my mixed media inks in Truffle to just ink the edges and make each of the banners or strips stand out from each other. I'm using Crafty Power Tape from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L again to adhere the rest of the strips to the bag. And now I'm just going to flip the whole bag over and just trim off the excess at the top. And I'm going to fold over a really large paper doily, just so it's kind of roughly on the edge. I'm cutting the top off of that. And I did not measure this. This is how I normally craft. But I just held it over the edge and just snipped off the sides so that it was about right. That folded the top down. And now I'm just going to add more Crafty Power Tape to the doily. Now I'm going to use the Bow-It-All. I have 2 pieces of tulle that are about 24 inches long. You start by putting the tulle across the back, and with your right hand you make a figure 8. With the left hand you bring it up and around, and then you're going to tie those 2 pieces together. Now when you pull those ends, the bow will not come untied, and you have it perfectly even on both sides. That's something that I really love about this tool, is that it makes these great little bows. They're super fast and easy, and then I can go back later and make them more girly grunge by pulling and tearing and using a heat gun to melt the tulle a little bit. But the bow itself started out symmetrical, which makes it look much better. And now I'm going to pull out the heat gun and just use that on the edges. Be really careful if you're going to do this. Keep your fingers away from the heat. And you don't want to do it too much because it can quickly create holes in your tool. So you want to move it across fairly quickly. I created this flower using my rose creation dies from Spellbinders, and I'm using 3D Dodz from Scrapbook Adhesives by 3L to adhere the flower to the bow and then the bow to the bag topper. And this is what the bag looked like finished. You can see close-ups of the bag on my blog. And here's a picture of the full bag.
Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week. Bye!